All right, everyone. All right. Today we got something very special coming up. Um, I am headed to the AMC and I'm going to be watching Elio, but I'm also going to be watching, what is it? AMC Screen Unseen tonight. And I have a guess of what it is, and people on Reddit have been guessing on what it is. I've been watching the older movies, or the older, should I say, the start of the franchise. I've been watching all of those, but nothing's confirmed, so I don't want to confirm anything right now until after I've watched the movie and exactly like know exactly what I watched. Um, so yeah, keep looking up or keep watching, and I'll have a review for Elio, but I'll also have a review for a mystery movie that I don't even know what I'm like officially watching yet until I watch it. Hello, 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 everyone. So, like I said in my intro, I am headed to AMC currently. I am going to be watching the new Pixar film, which is Elio or Elio, something like that. Um, yeah, I've seen a little bit of previews for it. Don't really know much about it other than it being like a space adventure. Uh, like some kid being basically kidnapped by aliens and going on some space adventure. Uh, so yeah, I'm very excited to be going to watch that. Sounds like a really great, fun movie. And then movie I've been really looking forward to. I hope this AMC Screen Unseen movie that I'm going to watch tonight at 7 is the movie I've been planning for it to be, at least. I don't want to spoil anything in case it's not that movie. Like, I don't want to get anyone else's hopes up of what this review could be. But it is a mystery movie I'm going to watch tonight. I have my expectations of what it could be, and people on Reddit have guesses of what it could be. And I've been preparing myself with rewatching those movies just in case. But if it's not that movie and if it's something else, I might be a little pissed. I might be a little pissed off. But it does say it's PG-13, and it does say it's about the same runtime as the movie I think it is. So I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping. You know what? I might as well say it, and then I'll just blurt it out. And yeah, if it is that movie, then you'll hear it right now. I'm going to watch tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm not for sure, but I think I'm going to watch Jurassic World Rebirth 2 weeks before it airs or it releases. I think I'm going to watch Jurassic World Rebirth tonight, but I'm not for sure. It's not confirmed yet until I sat down and watch it. But I'm pretty sure it's Jurassic World Rebirth. Let's just say that. So yeah, I am very excited for this movie. I've been watching the rest of the franchise, preparing myself for it, and I am so excited for tonight. This may be the first movie I walk out of if it's not what I think it is, honestly. It depends on what the movie actually is. If it's like Superman or Fantastic Four, hell yeah, that's even better. Like I'll stay and watch those and review it like 3 or 4 weeks early. If it's those, that would be even better. But if it's Jurassic World Rebirth, yeah, that's what I'm hoping it is. If it's anything else other than those 3 movies, I may walk out of the theater. Just got out of watching Elio here at the AMC, as you can tell. I gotta do this quick because I gotta go back in there in just like 5-10 minutes to actually sit down and be ready for this mystery movie, because I've heard that they actually start on time for the mystery movies, or somewhat. So I want to be actually in the theater sitting down when it starts. Anyway, Elio was a beautifully profound, very deep provoking or thought-provoking movie. Deals with loneliness once again. All these movies dealing with loneliness, and this time it's a little boy not feeling loved by his aunt. Not really a spoiler, but his parents passed away, so like he lives with his aunt, and it's just him and his aunt, and he doesn't really feel loved by his aunt, so he's trying to be abducted by aliens. And you know, not really a spoiler because it happens in the trailer, he does get abducted by aliens, and that's the whole movie, is him feeling lonely and left out on Earth. So he gets abducted by aliens, forms a connection and a friendship with this alien, and then realizes he is being missed on Earth, and he is missing Earth himself. So yeah, it's just a really beautiful, profound movie. I don't really know the actors or anything that voiced any of the characters. I'm not sure who voiced any of the characters. 1 or 2 did sound familiar, but I didn't look up the cast afterwards. I did stay for the credits, but I missed their names, and I did catch the 2 post-credit scenes. The one was really cool, tying back into him. Yeah, it just ties back in towards the end of the film, conclusion of something for the post-credit scene, for the first one. But then the second one is very weird, because I'm pretty sure the critter in the second post-credit scene was a part of this movie, but it was setting up, and like a title card showed up behind them, like they're promoting for their next film called Hoppers. But so yeah, that was a very weird tie-in there with that post-credit scene. But yeah, I enjoyed Elio. I really didn't know what to expect from this movie, other than space adventure. And really, the adventure part, I would say, yeah, it's a space movie. It deals with aliens, but there wasn't really an adventure to be had in this film. It's not like Up or anything, where like you're constantly moving and going to different locations or anything. Like, you are and you aren't. Like, it's basically 3 main locations in this film. It's not really an adventure movie. I wouldn't consider it an adventure movie. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this short review, and I'm going to go in here and get ready for my mystery movie now. I'm hoping it's Jurassic World Rebirth.
I don't know if it will be or not, but I'm hoping that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to go in here and watch that now. So I will come back for that review right afterwards, and then I will have a more structured, more scripted review here in a few days for both films. So yeah, just keep watching. Hello everyone. Hello. Just got out of AMC. And I am so excited, man. Boys and girls, theys and thems. I just got out of AMC, as you can tell. Right here. Just got out of AMC. I was right. I'm so fucking excited. I was right. I've been preparing for it all fucking week. All week. And I totally made the right call. Because that mystery movie tonight that I just watched was a secret screening to Jurassic World Rebirth. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just watched Rebirth 2 weeks before everyone else is supposed to. All I've got to say right now, off the top of my head, is this is peak cinema. This actually went back to the tone and the format of the original Jurassic Park. This is what everyone was hoping for. Nothing against Jurassic World. Well, it has its ups and downs. Definitely does. It has its ups and downs. Nothing against that franchise or that trilogy and whoever made that. But this is what I've always wanted from Jurassic Park. Right here. Yeah. Man. I am so glad I went and watched this. Oh my god, dude. I just watched Jurassic Park Rebirth 2 weeks before anyone else is supposed to. This is fucking awesome. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe it. I just watched Rebirth. Dude, I can't say it enough. That was peak cinema. Dude. It's got horror, it's got thriller, it's got drama and a lot of serious tones. It also has a little bit of comedy. It is pretty comical at times. Even the serious bits are pretty comical at times. But it also makes you gasp and shriek sometimes. Not really shriek. I don't think anyone in the theater actually shrieked. But there was a lot of gasp in my theater while watching it. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Watching it with the crowd I had, the guy sitting right next to me, I was in the front row. I was in the very front row, right in the center. And the guy sitting right next to me to the left was just hilarious. The entire film, just him gasping or snorting every time something major happens. It was pretty funny. Like I do that shit a lot too. Like I don't talk during movies, but I will like gasp and just make noises throughout the movie. Or just do like the tiny laugh, like, huh, something like that. Or, yeah, I'll just do stuff like that. But I don't actually, like, speak or vocalize during the movie. But, yeah, the guy sitting next to me was quite hilarious. And the antagonist in this film, I know antagonist in almost every Jurassic movie is quite annoying, to be honest. The only one that isn't annoying is the original, John Hammond. He's the only one that I can like actually understand where he was coming from, and just wanting to bring back dinosaurs, not knowing what was gonna happen, you know? Like, he was the first one. But everyone since, like, they know better. They know not to mess with the dinosaurs. Why are they mutating dinosaurs now? Like, why can a T-Rex somehow swim? Like, how are these dinosaurs now semi-aquatic? That's the word I'm looking for. They're a semi-aquatic, 8-legged dinosaur T-Rex. They should make that Perry the Platypus theme song for the T-Rex in those movies, because pretty sure he had like 8 legs too. He pretty much is Perry. He's a semi-aquatic, 8-legged dinosaur. He's Perry the Platypus. Just why mutate the dinosaurs and make them even more horrifying and scary? I understand it for like plot and movie purposes, but like the actual people in the movie, why would they mutate the dinosaurs? You know, just like the auction. That's what I'm trying to say. The auction in Fallen Kingdom, like that whole sequence is just totally fucking dumb, both plot wise and movie wise. At least mutating the dinosaurs makes sense movie wise. It just doesn't make sense for the people in the universe. Why are they mutating dinosaurs and making them scarier? Man, yeah, I am all for Gareth Edwards continuing on and making a Jurassic World trilogy. Yeah, expands upon what he's created here. Count me in. Take all my money now. Like, yeah, I am all for this new Jurassic trilogy. I don't know if everyone's going to agree with me, but it seems like a lot of my audience in the theater I just watched in, seems like they all agreed with me that this is back to the normal format and back to peak Jurassic Park energy. I am so excited for the general audience to finally get to watch this film. Oh my gosh, I cannot hype up this movie enough. You guys need to go watch this. It sucks that I don't even think this film is going to be in IMAX. Like, I wish they had made the Jurassic World Rebirth film for IMAX. It would have made it a lot better. But I understand that, you know, you had How to Train Your Dragon, now you have Superman, and then after that you have Fantastic Four. So there's a lot of movies coming out. But it should have been in IMAX. I don't think it's going to be. I do recommend going to watch this movie. And go watch it in theaters if you can. That's going to be all for my out of theater reaction. I know it's a little my mind is going to a lot of different things right now, just thinking about the movie I just watched. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So that's going to be it for this out of theater reaction. Here in a few days, I will jump back in and give a full spoiler review for Elio or Elio. I heard the name in the movie and still can't figure out which one it was. I think it's Elio. So I'll give a full spoiler review for Elio and a full spoiler review for Jurassic World Rebirth here in just a few moments. I'll jump back in here in a few days and post that at the end of this review. But just go watch the movie. Go experience it for yourself. I'm looking forward to seeing what the general audience thinks of this new Jurassic World movie, because I'm loving it. And I hope the general audience does too. Because after the trilogy we just got with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, it was all right. It was all right, but it wasn't the original trilogy. And this is bringing it back to that tonality and that format. So I'm very excited. Gareth Edwards is starting to become one of, those well-known directors that might make it to one of my favorite directors if he keeps up the pace that he's setting right now. The MonsterVerse movies as well as this Jurassic Park movie. That's gonna be it for this review. Stay tuned. I will jump back in for my spoiler take on Elio. Okay, let's talk about Pixar's most recent emotional gut punch. It's not the greatest of Pixar films, but it did still make me cry like 4 to 5 times while watching it. The visuals are drop dead gorgeous, but yet I'm standing here still reflecting on their movie and wondering if I'm even going to remember this movie in 6 months, and that is a problem. This movie does not mess around. We're talking about a kid whose parents have died. He now lives with his aunts, or his aunt, and he is like being completely demolished and bullied at school. Elio feels so miserable, so completely isolated that he's begging to be abducted by aliens. He's pleading for the aliens to come and get him because anywhere in the universe has to be better than his life on Earth. That's what he's thinking. That's what the whole first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie is about, is him losing his mind on Earth because of just the horrible things happening around him. Like not realizing how much he's actually cared for on Earth. And then, yeah, he's just pleading and begging to be abducted by aliens. Because he thinks anywhere could be better than here. That's our starting point. Dark doesn't even begin to describe it. Here's the thing though, this is where the movie starts to stumble. It takes forever for it to ever get interesting. Like that first, I don't know, I'd say 40 minutes is honestly really, really boring and just snooze fest. Like up until he gets to his alien companion, his alien friend, the whole movie is just bizarre. It is not paced very well at all. Like we're just watching this poor kid suffer for what feels like an eternity. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's been suffering for an eternity before his alien buddy even shows up. And even then, even at that point, when the alien buddy does show up, it still feels like it's crawling towards the good stuff, which really doesn't come until the very end of the movie. Like it had me checking my phone just to see what time it was and see how much longer I had for this movie. It just does not feel like a Pixar film. It's not very well paced. It's not as much of an adventure film as they advertised it to be. I would consider Up and Monsters Inc. and even Inside Out, Inside of Her Mind, like those are more adventure films than this. Yeah. This is not an adventure film. Sure, it's a film about being abducted by aliens and uh, finding friendship with an alien. But is it a space adventure? No, not really. Not really. Like, come on, Pixar. What's been going on here? what's happening? Where's all the magic that you used to bring to every film you made? But when Elio does find his groove, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Like, it does work. It does work when he does finally find his groove. But it's not until like an hour and a half into the movie. Which is horrible. It's horrible. And that ending, I still don't agree with the ending of the film either. The alien friendship dynamic is genuinely beautiful. It is astonishing how they make you so invested in the alien friend. The world building does get quite creative, like the magical cards that they talk to. That does remind me of like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where they have the answers to everything, or the answer to everything is 42. Like, they have these mysterious magical cards that can pretty much answer anything you ask. So that does kind of remind me of Hitchhiker's Guide, but um, the majority of the movie is, yeah, it's pretty skippable. It's a pretty skippable movie. I'm just gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Like, it's a pretty skippable movie. But the emotional core about being loneliness and just about grief and belonging with someone, yeah, that's absolutely devastating in its own way. But was it enough to? I don't know. I don't know if it was enough to actually make this movie worth it. The least of the Pixar films in my mind. This is not a good movie. It, mm, the visuals look good, of course, because it's Pixar, but it kind of just drags. The movie just kind of drags for about an hour and a half. What the hell's going on? Like, why does it feel like it's so long? There's so many there's so many things I could say about this movie, but if you want to go watch it, go watch it. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd wait till it starts streaming on Disney Plus. I wouldn't waste your time going to theaters for it. Yeah, I wouldn't waste your time going to theaters for it. But that's just me. That's just me. Anyway, that's going to be it for this portion of the review. If you do go watch Elio, let me know what you guys think of it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this portion of the review. Now I'm moving on to talk about Jurassic World Rebirth. Jurassic World Rebirth. It's peak cinema. That's the tweet. But seriously, I cannot stress this enough. This did not feel like another franchise cash grab. This felt like coming home, like finding that toy that you thought you lost as a child. Except it's even better that you remember it. Yes. Yes. This. This is what happens when you give the franchise back to someone who actually understands that dinosaurs aren't monsters. They're just animals. They're not some theme park attraction. They're just animals. No CGI monsters here. No. They used actual practical effects again with a blend of CGI to make these beautiful ass creatures, to make these beautiful ass dinosaurs. They're forces of nature. They're reminders that we are not the apex predators that we think we are. Nature will always take back over. And can we just talk about the director for a moment? Gareth Edwards is unstoppable, man. He is unstoppable right now. The man has been cooking. Just let him cook. Rogue One, masterpiece. Godzilla, 2014 Godzilla, atmospheric perfection. The creator, one of the most visually stunning films that I've ever watched, and it has to do with AI. And now he's taken over the Jurassic franchise. It's everything I could have dreamed for. He's reminding us why we fell in love with Jurassic Park in the first place. He is taking us back to the original tone of the original movie. I just cannot praise this man enough. He doesn't just understand the scale, but he understands reverence. Every dinosaur reveal feels like a religious experience, a spiritual experience. Every wide shot makes you feel microscopic. Quiet moment actually lets you breathe, gives you a second to breathe and just be in the presence of magical dinosaurs. I cannot praise it enough. I cannot praise Gareth Edwards enough for making this. This is the most alive that the franchise has felt since Steven Spielberg was behind the camera himself. Edwards gets that every monster movie is not about the monsters, but it's about us and how tiny the monsters make us feel. You see that in Godzilla. Now you see that in Jurassic Park. You saw that a little bit even in The Creator, even though there weren't giant monsters. The monster that is AI, he was dealing with that. Like you can see it in almost every one of his pieces of work. Now let's move on to the casting, because the casting of this film, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about the casting, but after watching it and after seeing them on the big screen fighting dinosaurs and doing everything else that they were doing, they're welcome in my heart, because it wasn't just the main three. I'm not even talking about them. ScarJo, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey. It's not even the main three. Like, yeah, they were good as well, but I'm talking about the family, the cast who plays the family. They were all just so adorable and actually felt like a family. But yeah, let's start by talking about the queen herself, ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson. Fucking love her. I mean, I've got my Black Widow popcorn bucket right down there. That's the very first popcorn bucket I ever bought from AMC, or popcorn bucket I've bought at all. Like I've bought several since then, but that was the very first one I bought was the Black Widow popcorn bucket. Yeah, like I've been watching Scarlett Johansson on the screen since I was born. Like I was born in 1998. In Home Alone 3, I believe, in 1997, the year before I was born. So I've been watching her in movies my whole life. I'm a huge fan of Scarlett Johansson. So when I heard that she was going to be the lead actress or one of the main leads of this new trilogy, I hope it's a trilogy. Yeah, when I heard that she was being cast as the main lead in this film, I was screaming and hollering. Yeah, I I've been Team ScarJo my whole life. Like this is her most complete, most performative role that she's had in quite a few years. Since she left the MCU, she hasn't really done much. I haven't really seen her much. So I'm glad that she's finally stepping back in and taking some roles. And I'm glad she took this role in Jurassic World Rebirth, because she was phenomenal in this movie. And if they do make a sequel, I hope that they lead into the Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson romance, because they were just adorable together on screen. They really were. And talking about Jonathan Bailey, we'll move on to him now. I've only seen him in Bridgerton. I haven't seen Wicked Part 1 yet. I've only seen him in Bridgerton. And, of course, this one now. That man is very charming. He has become the new Alan Grant. He has become our face of wonder and awe. He doesn't feel like a copy of Alan Grant, but he does have the energy of Alan Grant. He's got that perfect scientist balance of, oh shit, this is awesome, this is beautiful, this is wonderful, and oh shit, we're gonna die. Like he's got the mix of both, just like Sam. Why am I blanking on his name? Sam Neill. That's his name. So it's like Sam Neill playing Alan Grant in the original Jurassic Park. He Jonathan Bailey plays a great new scientist or paleontologist or whatever the name of the scientist are. The guy who, like, he starts. We meet him at the museum, but then he comes along with us on the adventure, and yeah, he's just wonderful. Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey both, and then Mahershala Ali. He's the third main cast, and he's perfect in his role as well. Um, I hope that one of these days I'll still get to see him on the big screen, you know, slaughtering vampires as Blade. But until then, he fits the Jurassic franchise phenomenally. He is so perfect for the role that you cast him in. And then yeah, let's move on to the family. Hold on, let me look at my notes because I did write their names down so I wouldn't forget. The first of the family we'll talk about. He's not really the family. He's the ex or the he's the annoying boyfriend of the oldest daughter of the family that is on their family trip with them. It's this father and two daughters and the oldest daughter's boyfriend all on this boating trip. They get caught in the ocean in trouble, and the main group, the main three, have to go save them. And then they all just go to the island together. That's what this film really is. Is this the two main groups, and then meeting together, going to the island, and then yeah, dealing with everything on the island. Guy who plays the annoying boyfriend. At first, like he was very annoying, and like I was getting very old of him like very quick. But then takes its time, but he does start to grow on you throughout the film, and he does have some really funny moments, some really funny lines that he says. David David Iacono is the guy who plays the annoying boyfriend, and he was fantastic. He was annoying at first, but he grew on me. And then the girl playing the oldest daughter, who was dating that guy, her name is Luna Blaze, and like I felt like she was more like the older sister of the original Jurassic Park, in and just the way that they both show their terror and their just like how horrified they are, like really well. We as the audience get scared and feel terrified because of how well they portray how horrified and terrified they are. She is just as good as the actress who plays the girl in the very first movie. Their performances of just how scary the dinosaurs are, just yeah, out of this world, out of this world. Same going with the little girl when she does have to act terrified. She pulls it off pretty well too, but she pulls off just being just being uh, cute and having a connection with her little dinosaur friend as he makes on the island. Even more compelling, like the connection between the little girl who was played by Adrina Miranda, the little girl played by her, connecting and making a friend with a tiny dinosaur on the island was nothing I expected from this movie, but everything I wanted from the movie. Those two have my heart. They have my full heart. Just like if we see more of them interacting and her keeping the little dinosaur as a pet throughout the franchise or throughout the trilogy, yeah, it'll it'll be everything that I've dreamed of. Because when you grow up with movies like these, with Jurassic Park since, well, how long has it been? 30 years. Well, especially in like the universe and in the franchise, dinosaurs are just everywhere now. They kind of get old, but what kid wouldn't want to pet dinosaur? Like I would have wanted a pet dinosaur if I had seen this movie when I was younger. It would have made me want a pet dinosaur. That little dinosaur standing on his hind legs like a meerkat was just fucking adorable. Like I just wanted to eat him up. Last but not least is the actor who plays the father of the daughters. His name is Manuel Garcia Ruffo. Dad of the year. Dad of the year for sure. He was excellent. He just was there trying to protect and save his daughters. But you could also tell how annoyed he got from the boyfriend as well. He also, the boyfriend also grew on the father eventually. But yeah, the father, you could tell he was annoyed by the boyfriends just as much as we were towards the beginning. And then when they do get to the island and they get separated from the main group, like the whole time, like he does get injured at one point, but the whole time he's just trying to protect his daughter, and you could really see that. You could really tell by that. The casting in this movie was just out of this world. And then last but not least, what I'm going to cover is the practical effects and the mixing of the CGI. Well, we'll leave. I'll come back and review this movie in about a week and give a full, thoughtful, intellectual analysis of the entire Jurassic franchise. I'm going to be covering all 7 films in my next video. So keep looking out for that. But for the end of this review, I'm just going to cover the practical effects and the mixing of the VFX. Because yeah, it actually feels, and you can tell when they use the practical effects in this movie. And it actually feels like the original Jurassic Park, and like how Steven Spielberg made the movie, because they also used practical effects with the mix of CGI. Like Jurassic Park was one of the first films to use CGI and to like mix the two. So for that, to be the original Jurassic Park and then Jurassic World, they decided just to go full CGI for like the first 1 or 2 films. It felt like they've been a little bit of practical effects in there, but the majority of it was all CGI. And to bring it back to the original tone of the original movie for this one, for Jurassic World Rebirth, where they're mixing CGI with the practical effects, just yeah, it proves how much we need to start using practical effects again. Like, yeah, sure, some Marvel things look great, but when you mix the two, it looks even better. You can't just go full CGI and not use practical effects. You need to blend the two because it'll make the movie so much better. So much better. That's how I feel about this movie. This movie actually brings it back to the format of the original movies, not that Jurassic World bullshit. And yeah, I think the general audience will respect and actually support this new Jurassic World movie a lot more than they did for the Jurassic World trilogy. But yeah, that's going to be. I've talked for about 30 minutes already. That's going to be it for the end of this video. Like I said, I will be covering a full analysis video on all 7 Jurassic World films next week. And then the following week will be my birth week, as well as the release day for Superman. So I'm also going to be trying to. The only Superman film I've seen is Man of Steel. I've never watched the Christopher Reeves films, and I've never watched Superman Returns with. I can't think of his name. I know he showed up in CW's like DC stuff. He plays the Atom. Oh, Brandon Ruth. Yeah, that's who plays in Superman Returns. So I haven't seen any of those 5 Superman films. So I hope I can react and watch those in time, at least to get the watch alongs up on my Patreon. And then I'm hoping that I will get enough time to edit the first and second Superman to post on YouTube as movie reactions before James Gunn's Superman comes out on the 11th. But then Superman 3, 4, and possibly Superman Returns, I will try and get uploaded on YouTube as movie reactions, edited down movie reactions after the James Gunn Superman movie comes out. But then I'll also be reviewing the Fantastic Four, like the new Fantastic Four movie. But I won't be rewatching those Fantastic Four movies. I've seen those plenty of times. I don't need to rewatch those. Yeah, I don't need to rewatch those. I'll stick with just reading the Hickman runs of Fantastic Four and FF. That's what I've been. That's what I've been working on currently. Well, besides All-Star Superman, I've been trying to read this and catch up on All-Star Superman because I've never read comics. So I started with reading the Hickman runs of Fantastic Four like a month ago to prepare for the new Fantastic Four movie. The fuck? Well, that's kind of bullshit. My phone storage apparently got full and it won't let me airdrop the videos I just made over to my Mac to clear the storage. So I'll have to mess with that later. I guess I'll just record here off my iPad. Anywho, what I was saying before that so rudely interrupted me and stopped recording was that I have been preparing and reading the Hickman runs of Fantastic Four, but when my parents came up and I took them to watch Lilo and Stitch, we also went shopping, and that's how I bought a lot of these movies back here that yeah, there's like a whole set of movies and these movies too. I bought all those that day with them. But I also found, oh well, I don't have that book over here with me, but I also found the first book called Wool in the Silo series. And then I found this All-Star Superman novel comic, or yeah, full comic novel. So I've been slowly trying to prepare for James Gunn's Superman as well with this. But yeah, that's going to be it for my review of Elio and Jurassic World Rebirth. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned, and I'll have that full Jurassic franchise analysis video of all 7 movies out here in a few days. And then, yeah, keep checking in on my channel, and eventually I'll have reactions for Toy, because I did find this the same day I found this. I found the 4 Superman collection, so hopefully I'll be able to react and watch these for my YouTube channel. If not before James Gunn's Superman, I'll try and get them up after the release of James Gunn's Superman. The watch-alongs will all be up on my Patreon before the release of Superman. So if you want to watch along with me, those I'll definitely have up before July 11th. The reactions, I may have the first and second one up before July 11th, and then the other 2 or 3 I will have up afterwards. But that is the plan for this month, and then I will also be reviewing Superman and reviewing Fantastic Four. I may go watch Smurfs, but don't plan on me like actually making a review for that one. Yeah, that's my plan for this month, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye.
Just kidding. That is not the end of the video. I got some bloopers for you if you want to stay to watch. I'm gonna catch you. Self a couple of vision and all get a chance to join the family. And I something that is like me on a job tonight and time. Crazy if you let it, not to be fun. Service and devotion can drive you. Crazy if you let it, not too far. People do not know how to drive here in Missouri, I swear. Staying alive. Oh yeah. You see this jumbled pile of mess I got here? Yeah, that is that's melted chocolate from last week when I bought it at the Life of Chuck movie, and kind of melted in the car. So I just stuck it in a Ziploc bag and stuck it in the freezer. I may sneak it in here to Elio and just snack off it. But right now, I'm going to eat a part of this edible because I've got about 6 hours. I'm gonna be here at the movies. So by the time this edible comes off, or by the time I come down from this edible, I'll be walking out of. Hopefully, I'll be walking out of Jurassic World Rebirth. But yeah, I'm going to chat on this edible, and then go in here and watch Elio. Come out here and review Elio, and go back in and watch Jurassic World Rebirth, and then come back out here and review it. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned.